Chicago Bears and the Minnesota Vikings. Carlos Santos out for the opening kick. And off we go from Minneapolis. On the return, here's Miles Price. This manages to get just beyond that 30-yard line. All right, let's get this one on the road, Brock. It is 1st and 10. Murray taking it right to the air. This is reeled in by Taysom Hill. Oh, this big guy is moving. And he can't get there, but what a gain. Down to the goal line. He's pushed out just a couple yards short. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets him up with 1st and goal.
Now, right there, that's what you want to see on your opening drive. Boom! Connect on a big shot, and instantly you set a tone that you're not going to be afraid to be aggressive in this game today. Boy, do I love that.
And not a lot of room for him as he's brought down. Only a yard on the pickup. Now it's 2nd and goal.
Okay, all right. There's a little progress on 1st and goal. You keep it safe, you push a little closer, and now you're set up for what you want to do on 2nd down.
Buzz. Omaha.
From the gun, it's Murray. It isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Offense up to the line pass.
A loss of 7 brings up 3rd down and goal.
Hey. Big Ace. Hey, Ace.
Murray, 3rd and goal. And that is incomplete. They tried for the end zone, but no luck yet, Brock. That forces 4th and goal. Will Reichard now to try the Vikings field goal. They're going to mark this as a 24-yarder. And this one had a brief chance, but not a good kick in the end. He misses it. And we continue to await our opening score of this ballgame.
Goal to go, and to come away with nothing. Zip, zilch, nothing. It's not all on him for missing the kick. He could shoulder the blame with the 11 other guys who couldn't find the end zone on 1st, 2nd, or even 3rd and goal.
Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. We're going to run here. Kyle Monangai. He stopped after picking up 9, so they're set up well here with 2nd and 1.
That run may not have gotten you a first, but sure, nice little run to set the table.
After a quality effort on the last play, just really need to fall forward here to pick up that 1st down. They go with Monangai here. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
That's certainly a spot where you could be more aggressive, kid, if you want to take your shots. And some coaches, even the bolder ones, will take the safe play first when they get it from time to time. No 3rd down required now.
All set to go now from the 35. Williams to throw on 1st. Connection made. Kyle Monangai. And he's going to be persuaded out of bounds right at that 40-yard line. He'll come up on 1st and 10.
Bears, 1st down. 1st and 10.
Out of the pistol, Williams. Got a man. It's Colston Loveland. This is going to make it down to the 6. That's going to set him up with 1st and goal.
I have loved this opening script. Aggressive, taking your shots. You know, the numbers tell you if you get an explosive play on a drive in the NFL today, you're typically going to score. With that shot down the field, they're knocking on the door in the red zone.
He's able to get it to the 2 before the stop.
Well, we saw his guys pick up the blitz. We felt to pick it up anyway if he wasn't looking at him. But with their effort on his behalf, I think this QB felt owed to them and the group up front to find somebody to get a completion, so that effort up front wasn't in vain.
Monangai. And he's brought down real close to that goal line at the 1. Goes to the hurry up here.
A gain of 1 yard on
3rd and goal. It's Williams. Headed out right. And he scores. It is a Chicago touchdown. first points. Caleb Williams, the touchdown. Santos connects on the point after. And the Bears will jump out to a 7-0 lead.
Vikings nothing. Cairo Santos picking off for Chicago.
Santos has it all teed up and ready to send this away. On the return, here's Price. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line.
Take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Offense to the line. They're going to have trips right to start out. And he could have a free play here. Fits it through the middle. And they take him down, but there's a flag on the play. Looks like they're going to happily turn this one down and let the play stand. First and 10 from the 43. Out of the gun, here's Murray. Pocket isn't holding up, they're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
Sometimes I wish everybody could feel what that feels like. When you're a QB and you just feel the air in the pocket getting sucked out and you know there's no escape, it can be just one.
And there's a man there, it's intercepted. The rookie from Texas comes up with it. And the Bears have it to 0 points, the first interception of his young career. Some nice field position here. Bears getting set, first and 10. First play, they go quick out to the left, complete. And they make the tackle at the 38. They get 18 yards out of it and a new set of downs.
If they get a handful of these types of plays per game, pass game coordinator is going to be one happy camper.
A gain of 18 on the play.
First down, Williams. He puts some air under it deep down the left. And they can't connect on the deep low. Still a couple of snaps to play with, though, here. We've got second down. This, our last play of the quarter. Second and 10 now, Williams. And he's going to try another deep one here. Touchdown, Chicago. The Bears parlay the interception into points. It's a Roller Dudes, a touchdown. Well, this is something we've been monitoring, and it's actually happened for just the third time ever. A player has caught 20 touchdowns in a single season as he joins a couple of the greatest to do it, Jerry Rice and Randy Moss, in this exclusive club. These two NFC North teams have played one so far. Our score, 14-0. More from U.S. Bank Stadium after the break. Santos has it all teed up and ready to send this away. On the return, here's Price. This makes it up to the 25.
Vikings take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Minnesota into formation. It's first and 10.
Hey.
This is Jefferson, and he's got it. And the stop is made just before he's able to reach that midfield strike. A big play, 23 yards to move those chains. Working quickly here.
First down. First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Big Ace, Big Ace.
He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete. He was trying to find Ty Felton with that one. And we'll see what they do here on second down.
Ace.
Operating from the gun. Here's Murray. Hits him on the out route. And he's going to have this one down to the 28. It's a 24-yard gash, and it gives them the first down.
It was such a privilege for me to watch Marvin Harrison and Reggie Wayne in person in Indianapolis do their work. Daryl Jackson out in Seattle. They showed how great a deep out is as a chain-moving play. It's all about getting that leverage at the top of the route and then exploiting the leverage as that ball arrives on time downfield.
It arrives as the ball did to break things up. And now it's second down. Working across the middle, Brock, it is tough for anybody to make plays through all that mess, even when you're the biggest and baddest pass catcher on the roster.
But as a tight end, you're going to be disappointed because that's what you're paid to do. It's one thing for those undersized receivers you talk about. It's another one for these big tight ends. You are paid to make that catch through contact, and you couldn't do it.
That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
Once that quarterback broke the pocket, kind of turns into like a zone read option a little bit. Case, you got a couple choices. Keep it yourself or try to force the throw. There was nowhere to go. He really should have used his legs.
He's caught by Jefferson. And he's going to have enough for the first down. Not by much. You got it. That's all that matters. Sets him up with a 1st and goal.
That's another Vikings first down. 1st and goal at the 9-yard line.
From the red zone on 1st. Goes right back to Jefferson. Complete. Touchdown, Minnesota. The Vikings start to fight back with their first points in this game. It's a Justin Jefferson touchdown. Well, great work there, Brock. They weathered the storm, and now they've gotten themselves right back into this ball game.
Anybody who's played this game has been here before. The game doesn't start the way you want. You're in a big hole, and all you can do is climb out of it. And the words of Pete Carroll resonate. It's how you start, it's how you finish.
Just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. Khalif Raymond to return it. And he's brought down inside the 20 on an uneventful effort.
On the return, the Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Bears making their way up to the line. Here comes 1st and 10. Now Williams. There's a screen now from Anunga. And he's tackled for a short gain.
It may not look like much on the stat sheet. This is kind of good on good. The offense gets completion, not going backwards. And the defense, well, they rallied, they pursued, and kept that screen to a minimal gain.
Out of the gun, here's Williams. He's going to loft one deep to the left. Had the window to go deep, but just couldn't make it happen. Now it's 3rd down.
Just cannot afford right here, Kate, to go 3 and out. Not when you watched your counterpart score a touchdown. Cling to that lead and find a way to convert this 3rd down. It's a big one. And cut off some of the mojo from the other side.
3rd down. Here's Williams. Finds him over the middle. And he's short of the first after a mild gain.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep it short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
And he's brought down before the return gets far.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Going trips left here as they get set. 1st and 10. Kyler looking to throw. It's caught left side by Hill. And they will finally catch up to him just a second before he can reach that 40. The end result there, 15 yards and a first.
And the Vikings.
We've set it down from 37.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Murray here on 1st down. Continuing to move past the 45. That play good for 17 and a 1st down.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend, do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
45-yard line.
On 1st and 10, it's Murray. Has him on the quick hitter. And they get him out just before he can move those chains, partner. It's a gain of 9 on 1st down.
I know that completion doesn't move the chains, but I love it nonetheless. You make sure that defense is aware of every eligible player going out, and this time it was out of the backfield with the running back that shows he's adept at catching it as well.
Only need the smallest little bit of yardage here. It is 2nd and inches. Pass out the screen. It's Addison. And he pushes this down to the 22-yard line. A nice Nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a first down.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
All set now. First and 10.
At the 22-yard line.
Again, it's Murray to throw. He's able to get this down to the 13. Vikings out of the hurry-up need everyone back to the line.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1 at the 13-yard line.
Come back. Bunch. 2-2.
Looking for a pass on 2nd and short. This one's caught. And he's going to be out of bounds at about the 7-yard line, partner. That's where they're going to be set up for this first and goal.
A gain of 6.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum and keep that defense on its heels.
At the 7-yard line.
From the gun, it's Murray. Makes the catch. And that's a Minnesota touchdown. The Vikings earn the chance to tie before halftime. It's a Justin Jefferson touchdown. His second scoring catch of the game. Record there to tack on the extra point. And the Vikings tie things up at 14. Now after tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. Doesn't like what he sees, so he got a touchback. And they're going to begin this drive at the 35-yard line. The Bears with some nice field position as they get set. First and 10. Working from the gun, Williams. Vikings get there. They're going to win this race. And the drive begins with a rough first step there. That's going to bring up 2nd down.
Yeah, this is a time where offensively you got to regroup. You got to get in that huddle. You know, quarterback is the most important leadership position. Everyone's looking at you. And as a QB, after taking a sack like that, golly, you got to flush it, instill some confidence, and move this ball forward.
And he'll get it up to the 44. The Bears decide to call their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that first down marker.
The 3rd down throw falls incomplete. Gonna have to wait a little longer for his first catch of the game. And that leaves them with a decision to make on 4th and short.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to 3rd and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was 3rd and manageable and an incomplete.
And be cut by Miller. There he goes on the right side. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Chicago. The Bears take the lead just before halftime. Santos now for the extra point. Right down the middle. It's good. And the Bears break that tie and now lead by 7. Santos has it all teed up and ready to send this away. On the return, here's Price. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line.
Yeah, really I should probably sign a hit, boy, because I got all the hits, boy.
And even 20 seconds left at their disposal on the final drive of this half.
Green. Two.
Throwing on first down. Here's Murray. It's another first half mistake. He's intercepted again. Jalen Johnson with the pick. And the Bears will have a shot at least a field goal here. Maybe the end zone after that return.
Well, that's now 2, Kate, that they've gotten him for picks in this game, and he's got to be careful. Right? You've got to protect the football. It is the greatest treasure you have as an offense. In this defense, well, they've got 2 in their pocket, and you know they're going to be going after number 3.
Looking for his wide receiver there. So 2nd down coming up.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
This one found by a defender instead and knocked away. Back-to-back passes failing to connect, Brock. It's third down. The Bears bring on Cairo Santos for the field goal. Just 2 seconds left in the half as we get a timeout. Only time left for one more snap, Brock, so they're going to run out their field goal unit. This is going to be a 38-yarder from the right hash. Santos' kick is good, and that'll push it to double digits in a 2-possession game. So we're through 2 quarters now, still a half of football to be played. We'll be back with more of the NFL on EA Sports.
Will Reichard to kick off for the Vikings.
Here's Reichard set to kick this away. Here's Raymond on the return. And he made a push for the 30-yard line before going out just a bit shy.
The Bears take over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
All right, working from the gun to start. First and 10. Williams from the gun. Ooh, he got hit as he was rolling, and unsurprisingly, he falls incomplete. Second down coming up.
Even the best of them could be hurried into a throw before they're ready, and that pressure just messed up all the timing, the rhythm, and the clock of the quarterback.
Second and 10, still at the 28. Now it's Monunga. And it's going to be about a 3-yard pickup in the end. Now is Turner there to bring him down.
See, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Vikings in the dime on third down, 6 DBs out there. Connects downfield, on target to Burton. Gets it to the 15. And he won't be able to take it all the way. Got close, though. Out of bounds just shy of that 10-yard line. One of the game's biggest plays right there as they get the markers reset. So a massive gain, and all of a sudden, we've got first and 10 inside the red zone. And it's complete. It's Monunga. Oh, and he's not going to score, but they're just a yard away now as this sets up first and goal.
To this day, I can still see the faces of the big guys in the huddle. When you call a screen like that, instead of them just getting knocked backwards, they get to be salesmen. They get to push those linemen downfield and then tee off and go.
That is caught. Touchdown, Chicago. The Bears grow the lead coming out of halftime. Santos now for the extra point. So before we get an attempt, there's contact up front. Will it make this field goal easier or harder? All right, so with the penalty, a chance to go for 2 from the 1, or they could like to try a shorter kick. That kick a whole lot easier after that penalty, right? If he sends it through.
Bears 41, Vikings 14.
Santos has it all teed up and ready to send this away. On the return, here's Price. Things going well so far. They're going to track him down, but a nice effort in the end there, Brock. He's up to the 38.
That's their own 38-yard line.
So good field position to start with for the Vikings. It's first and 10.
1, 1, sit, 1, 2, 2.
Out of the gun, here's Murray. Well, the pressure nearly got to him. It's still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete. Well, even with the pick on that last drive, partner, he is showing no hesitation whatsoever.
Well, in order to play this game, Kate, at this level, you've got to be aggressive. You can't let a previous mistake really affect your next decision. And I'll say this as well. In the NFL, you throw into coverage too many times, there can be more interceptions.
Short pass brought in. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. It's a gain of 11 there, and that picks up the first.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a first down.
Here's Murray, first and 10. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Ball and defender arrived at the exact same time there. And it's going to be second down. So they opt for the shorter pass later in the progression on that play, Brock, but man, the defense took that away too.
Well, what they tell us yesterday in those production meetings, nothing comes easy. No easy completions from shots down the field to those checkdowns to the running back. Wanted to make this offense earn everything, and he just did.
And they will face a third down here, Brock, but not by much. Good effort to challenge for it. He reaches the 43.
Rhythm. You hear me talk about rhythm a lot. Whether it's a golf swing, a baseball swing, heck, even a bowler gets himself into rhythm. And I'm just telling you, Kate, from experience, these little throws to running backs, it's one of the best things to get your offense into rhythm and a nice little gain on top of it.
Moving quickly, trying to get set.
It's a gain of 30. And the Vikings first down. First and 10 at the 12-yard line.
Quick pass, right side, complete. Touchdown, Minnesota. The Vikings start the second half with some needed points. All right, so the offense does its job, Brock. Now they need their defense to give them a chance to overcome that big deficit.
The momentum in the building's clearly changed. We can feel it here in the booth, but you're right. It's down to the defense to make a stop and give them a chance.
That one right down the middle. Vikings cut the lead down to 10. That lead trimmed just a bit, down to 10 points now as the kick is up and away. Here's Raymond on the return. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
On the return, the Bears take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Chicago bringing the offense to the line. It's first and 10. Manungai with it. And he is stopped as he reaches that 46-yard line. It's a 24-yard gash, and it gives them the first down.
Those unsung heroes, those big guys up front on the O-line, let's give them a little love right here, okay? They don't always get the attention they deserve on the broadcast, but let me tell you, they played a huge role in that big old run.
Complete right side. Burton has it. And out of bounds he goes on that big pickup. They're inside the red zone now. He finds 37 yards on the play to move those chains. Thinking touchdown here after that big play. We've got first and 10 from the red zone.
37 yards.
They'll run it with Manungai. And he works his way for a gain of 4.
You know, that's a good run right there. Keep the offense on schedule. He can average that type of yards per carry. This guy's going to be more than all right with letting him lead the show.
To throw is Williams. And he'll score. Touchdown, Chicago. The Bears make it a 16-point ball game. Santos now for the extra point. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Bears take a 3-possession lead. Santos has it all teed up and ready to send this away. On the return, here's Price. He's stopped on the run back at the 27.
Vikings take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Offense to the line. Trips left. Here comes first and 10. Operating from the gun. Here's Murray. Brought in left side by Jefferson. And it's a quality effort here as he's pushed out right along the 40. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap first down.
Got his target. It's Hill. And they're going to get to him after a gain of close to 5 as they send him out.
There's no question, Kate, that the big plays down the seam or big tight ends a fan favorite, but it's those type of catches right there. The short yardage gets good coverage, contested catches that really make tight ends a locker room favorite.
Shotgun snap, looking to throw. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete. Madison, the intended target. And it'll be 3rd and 5 coming up.
This defense, they had a plan, and they've done an excellent job executing it. Instead of a main character, they've reduced this receiver to a footnote. Kudos to the job collectively on defense.
Green. 2.
Another throw coming from Murray. That one's caught by Jefferson. This is going to make it down to the 24-yard line. Moving quickly, trying to get set again.
It's a gain of 31 yards. And the Vikings first down. First and 10 at the 24.
First and 10, Murray. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, he falls incomplete. Second down coming up.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Throwing again, Murray. That's one right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground. He's been a frequent target throughout this game, Brock. We've seen that coverage tighten up a little bit more on him every time the ball's thrown his way.
Well, hasn't taken him off the board completely. He's still beating them for some catches, but that heightened focus defensively does lead to moments like that one where what would normally be a catch falls incomplete. Kid, I can't tell you how good that is. Anticipating the outcut, having the ball on the way before the receiver's head even turns, he puts it on him so that receiver can easily get out of bounds for the nice gain.
So we're through 3 here. It's not quite over yet, but it'd take a pretty miraculous comeback. We've got a 3-score game as we get set to start the 4th quarter.
Go on.
Down big, they're going to exhaust all options, it appears. The offense lining up to go for this.
1, hut. 2. Who you got? Shut.
Desperation time here. And it's incomplete. They dialed up their best effort, Brock, but they come up empty. That's going to be a turnover on downs.
Result of the play is a
Quarterback's so worried about challenging the DBs in coverage, he didn't keep an eye on the lineman in front of him. He threw it right towards him, and it was easy to get a pop and swat away a potential first down.
Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run. Nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10.
At the 14-yard line.
Out of the gun, here's Williams. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Well, Brock, this substantial deficit sure hasn't toned the edge that this defense is playing with, huh? If anything, feels like they might be getting more aggressive, looking to make some sort of impact play.
And that's because turnovers are really the name of the game for this defense at this point, Kate. That aggressiveness is still super welcome, no question. But they know it's not just incompletions, it's taking the ball away that's next. Feet and eyes, Kate. Feet and eyes. They so often tell the story of every position on the field. When that quarterback's feet and eyes move to his secondary read, and so often it's a tight end, well, it's incumbent on that defense to fly to the ball. You want to make that tackle, force the 4th down, it took a great defensive effort to do it.
The offense out there on 4th down, Brock, and look at the results. A big gain, 15 yards, and a fresh set of downs, too.
A gain of 15. First down, Chicago.
When you're not, you're not. You know I'm hot. How many licks to the pepper gon' pop? Told my cap it's the CEO. Then I moonwalked in a
New set of downs for them. They'll start at the 38.
What is up?
To the air yet again, Williams. That's to Odunze again. And he'll be brought down a step or 2 shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48.
The nice thing about a drag route is it works versus zone. You can find that soft spot and get a completion, but they can be very effective when you got an excellent route runner running away on that drag route from man coverage.
Options are open here. It's 2nd and inches.
What is going on?
Here's Williams again. Odunze's got it right side. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
That pitch and catch won't show up as a big play on the stat sheet. It gives his own defense a little time to rest and gives an offensive coordinator a new set of downs to work with.
That's his running back, DeAndre Swift. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
Just get this guy touches. I don't care how, I don't care when, just find unique ways to get this running back the ball, and over time, he's going to make you pay.
Sticking in the air, it's Williams. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback goes man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give the quarterback a chance. Making it harder than it needs to be right there. Just get the catch first, guarantee some yards, and then worry about escaping the defenders and getting upfield.
After the incompletion, still at that 31-yard line, 2nd and 10. Again, it's Williams. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
Timing is everything in life, and timing is everything defensively. That throw was just a little bit late and gave the defense time to close, deliver a pop, and knock that ball loose.
3rd down. Here's Williams. Has his man caught by Odunze. And they can't bring him down until he gets into that red zone at the 19. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12. It's the 2-minute warning here in Minneapolis. Bears approaching win number 7 on the year. All right, they look set now. Here we go, 1st and 10. He's going to throw it again. Complete out to the right side. And he works this to the 15 before they make the stop.
That's a modest little drag route, but if you ever just need a safe, short gain on throw, that's a go-to route to target.
This is 2nd and 6 coming up. They're going to pass it here. Wow, his first real mistake. That's intercepted. And the Vikings get the football as he makes his 3rd interception of this season.
Well, coaches just love that effort right there. Instantly, as he made the pick, everybody was looking for a block and doing their part to set up the return. And I know it pales in comparison to giving up the turnover, but how about the effort on the other side to track him down and stop a potential pick 6? I think everybody deserves.
And he takes this in. Touchdown, Minnesota. The Vikings get it back to within 2 possessions. It's a Justin Jefferson touchdown. His 3rd through the air this game. One after trying good by Reichert. And the Vikings cut the lead down to 10. So even after the score, they're still down 2 possessions. Time not exactly on their side as they try this onside kick. And it looks like the Bears are able to recover that kick. And they'll get him down after he gets into the 48.
Hey, the numbers don't lie. The numbers tell you, Kate, time and again, it is so hard to recover these onside kicks. And when you got an opponent prepared for it, well, that makes it even more difficult.
Oh, Brock, look at this. He's setting up to throw it. To the left and hauled in by Odunze. And he's going to be brought down after reaching the 43.
I'm not going to lie, I know they got a completion, and completions, you never turn them down, but to make that throw for those yards in the double coverage, that's way too much risk for that reward.
Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. Here's Williams. There's that man again, Odunze. And he's going to be brought down at the 35-yard line. Give him 8 yards on the play. And that'll be 1st down, Chicago. All set to go now from the 35.
At the 35-yard line.
1st down, Williams to throw. Completed to his running back. And he's out of bounds, so that clock is going to stop Brock, but it's not going to matter. They've got the 1st down. This game is over.
Something out of nothing, Kate. That may as well be listed on his resume because he's so good at it. Caught that one near the line, and after that, it was all him. Turning a modest pass into far more than a modest gain.
Thought he had a touchdown there, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Didn't see a whole lot of room to fit that pass in, Brock. It takes a special quarterback to thread the needle. He couldn't do it.
You know what that's like? That's like passing across your own crease in hockey, Kate. That's a big no-no. When you challenge double coverage in the end zone, and let me tell you, coaches don't really like that either.
And he has it down to the 8-yard line on the play.
Good luck defending that short yardage slant. Just not going to happen. There's a reason. This is a go-to play for just about any quarterback in every situation.